everyone, and welcome to my little garden. In today's video, we are going to be opening some brand new starter decks that came earlier today in the mail. I'm very excited to be peering into this finally. I really like Gallantmon and I love UlForceVeedramon, so I'm so happy that they got their own special starter decks. And it also supports some of the older versions of their cards from previous sets as well. So you know what? Let's go on in and jump into the first starter deck. We're gonna go into Gallantmon first. So we're gonna put UlForce aside. Okay. Some things never change. Look how extra this is. This is all plastic packaging, and that makes up so much volume for the inside of the box. Like, that feels like a waste of space, you guys. Okay, but let's check this out first, though. Instead of... See, look. Oh, wow! This is our memory counter. Oh my goodness! Do you see that? That is shiny. That is very fancy. These are the nicest looking generic card memory counters I've seen. These are so nice. And look, check out the memory boost cards that we got. So instead of getting a random booster pack like we did in the previous 6 starter decks, we are going to get these memory boost cards instead, and I believe they are the first of their kind super rare option cards. We've seen rare option cards before, but this is the first time we've seen super rare option cards, and we have one for red, blue, yellow, green, black, and purple. I don't know which one is my favorite in terms of art. They all basically do the same thing, but they do affect how every deck is going to be played from now on, because these cards are considered staples, major staples for competitive decks, so they are highly coveted. No wonder they are SR. But check these out, very cool. Now we're going to look into the actual cards that came with the deck, starting us off with the Digitamas. Okay, we have Digimon, 4 copies of Digimon. When an opponent's Digimon is deleted, this Digimon gets plus 2000 DP. This is really nice because the Gallantmon line likes to directly delete Digimon off of the field just with their when attacking effects, so that's nice. We have a new version of Monochromon, so we have 4 copies of that. We have 4 copies of this new Agumon here. This one resembles the Data Squad Agumon. And we have our super rare rookie, 2 copies of Gallantmon. This is the most important rookie of the deck by far. And then we have 4 copies of Blocker Piomon. That is nice. Some colors are finally getting more blockers from different levels. Not just black is doing that anymore. So that's really cool. And to start us off with the champions, we have 2 copies of Growlmon. This is a really cool Geogreymon here because it can be played for free from your security, so that's really nice. We have a brand new copy of Dark Tyranimon, 4 copies of the brand new version of Dark Tyranimon. I strictly say that just based on the art itself. It doesn't do anything new. It even has the exact same card number as the previous version. It's just a new art for it. Same thing can be said about Gallantmon. It is just an uncommon card, but we only got 2 copies of this. This is a highly memory efficient card, so it's really nice to have in your decks, even if it's just 2 copies. We have a Rise Greymon here with a very expensive on-play effect. We have this beautiful War Growlmon card. Look at that, it's a rare and you get 4 copies of this. I'm so happy that you get 4 copies of this and only 2 copies of the Gallantmon and not the other way around. Very excited about that one. And holy jeez, are you guys seeing this? Do you see how glossy that is? You can see the effects on the light beams, the ray of light there. Oh wow, like the super rares of BT6 and moving forward are just so phenomenal. They have textures on the cards. That is so good. And then you have a beautiful Shine Greymon. Very good. Let's check out the option cards. We have Lightning Joust, which is super cool. Now we get to have something to pair up with Shield of the Just. Atomic Blaster, a really good removal spell. Oh, you have 4 copies of them. And 4 copies of Gaia Force. For those of you guys who ended up buying more copies of Gaia Force because you only got 2 from the red starter decks, you must be kicking yourself right now. So I have 2 copies of the Gaia Force from the red starter deck, 1 copy from the Tamer's Evolution box, and now 4 copies of this. Holy goodness macaroni. I'm just so impressed by the art of this game, you guys. I'd say that this is the least impressive art of Gaia Force so far, but now I have a full playset. I can actually say that and not feel guilty about it because I didn't spend extra money. All I had to do was buy the starter deck. So that's really nice. And let's move on to the UlForceVeedramon deck, shall we? Okay, once again, this packaging is just ridiculous. So much space is wasted, I feel. Such a large box, so unnecessary. But that's just a minor criticism, I think. Okay, so we have the Memory Boost cards again, as you have seen before. That is super nice. Look at that. Aren't they just so pretty? They're so amazing. Now let's check out this Demi-Vmon here. Demi-Vmon here says, while you have 8 or more cards in your hand, this Digimon gets plus 1000 DP. This is really nice because blue doesn't have a lot of ways of increasing its DP. Most of the time when you're swinging as a blue Digimon, you're swinging for what you have on your card. So this is really good to add just another way of boosting that DP. And just like Monodramon from the red deck, we get to have a new version of Electmon. Really, really cool. And it's just so nice to have copies of a vanilla card like Electmon or Gomamon or Piomon from the previous decks. They're just so useful. And then 4 copies of Gabumon. This Gabumon also grants you plus 1000 DP, which is really nice. And it makes Garurumon tribal decks very powerful. We have Dracomon here, really cute artwork, and here we go. This is the star of our rookies. We have 2 copies of a super rare Vmon. This one, just like the super rare Gilmon from the red starter deck, this one allows you to warp Digivolve into your level 6 Digimon. How nice. And then we have Veedramon here, Cordramon, which is a security monster, very good. A new version of Gorillamon, which is really good for tempo evolution. Monzaimon, we have yet another version of Monzaimon, very nice. We have Wingdramon, look at that. I think this is the first time we've seen Wingdramon in the TCG period. This Digimon hasn't appeared in any other artwork or any other card number other than the starter deck, at the time of recording this video, of course. And then you have Aeroveedramon, very nice. You have 4 copies of Slayerdramon. Oh my gosh, and look at that. Here is UlForceVeedramon, just like the Gallantmon. Absolutely impressive texturing on this card. Holy jeez, wonderful, so beautiful. And then you have even more copies of Hammer Spark, only 2 copies this time because I think Bandai recognizes just how OP it was to give players 4 copies in the blue starter deck. Okay, and then we have Victory Sword, V Wingblade, and check out the counters that we got for blue. Just like the red one, this is shiny and really beautiful. This is just such a nice looking card counter, or memory counter I should say. I definitely should be using these. Should I be taping this up? Is there like a economical way of utilizing these memory counters? I don't know. Let me know in the comments below if you just kind of push them together like that in the middle of your playmat. Oh well, whatever. They're pretty, and I'm very happy to see them. Okay, and that is it for the video. Thank you so much, you guys, for sticking with me. This was going to be relatively short. It is just 2 starter decks, and also we pretty much know exactly what we were getting with these starter decks. There are no surprise, no booster packs for us to go through even, so that's that. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel for more content. Thank you so much for watching, and train hard, tamers!